All right, yo, welcome back to the Daydreamers Podcast, episode 2. Today, we got me, Dylan.
Blanch.
Jason.
Ryan.
All right, this is going to be a cool-ass podcast for sure. But let before we get into, like, the shit we have written down, let's get into, like, what today, something crazy happened on me and Blanch's street today.
Yeah.
Blanch, you can carry it for right now. I got some other stuff that how it ended and everything, because I found out how it ended, but tell them how it started.
Okay. So, this morning, I woke up at like 2 o'clock. I was just chilling and shit. And then, when it came to my dad leaving, at like 5 o'clock, 6 in the morning, he comes back inside and he said, my glove box is open. And it just left open. So then he went back outside and then checked my mom's car, and her glove box was dropped open, and she never has that fucking thing open. Oh, so then what we found out was, when we looked more, all the shit inside the cars were like thrown around and moved around and looked through. So there was, long story short, there was like 3 dudes that were just going up and down the streets around here, going through people's cars, like checking doorknobs. Don't know what they were looking for, because they didn't take anything that we could see.
So I know what they were looking for. So, no. So the thing is, what they were looking for was they were trying to find a car that they could take. So they took his. If you look straight ahead and then to the right is a yellow house. They took that lady's car, wrecked it, and then they brought it back. And then they all got arrested. And then they only got caught. 1, I mean, they brought back the fucking wrecked car. What a bunch of morons. But 2, it's a bunch of young kids from Trenton. So they were just posting on social media and everything. They were just posting up that they were doing all this stuff and everything. So, like, I mean, if you're going to be that dumb and just posting on social media, at that point you should just walk yourself to the police station and just get yourself arrested. But it was 3 guys. 2 of them got caught first. And then the last one, when he brought back the wrecked car, he got caught. Like, he's like, oh, please forgive me.
Some real life GTA type
Damn.
stuff.
No,
That's
yeah.
crazy, man.
Yeah, I
So
didn't know that.
so that's why they didn't take anything out of cars. They weren't stealing out of cars. They were trying to steal the car.
Yeah.
So fuckers.
Crazy. Yeah, that's what my mom told me. I was about to come over here. She said, make sure you lock your doors, because
That's really what it is. It's like
street's under attack.
I feel like there's always people trifling on your guys' street. there's always like, oh, lock your doors, because there's a group of Roman teenagers trying to take people's stuff.
there was one time where me and Blanch almost got kidnapped on our street
Yeah.
when we were kids.
You were younger, yeah.
We were younger, and someone pulled up on my street, and like in front of my house, I mean, and they were like to Blanche, like, "Are your parents home?" And Blanche was like, "Dill." And right when I was walking around the corner, they just like sped off, probably thinking like I was the parents or something. And then like his mom had to call the cops and everything. And like, but we were young, so like we were laughing about everything. So like obviously we couldn't give a good description.
Yeah, it was really fucking weird.
It was really weird.
Cause like we were up here in the driveway, and I don't know like how, unless he was like driving slow. I don't like if you were going on normal speed. I don't know why the fuck. I don't know, whatever. But the dude stopped at the end of the driveway, and then was like yelling out at us like, "Where's your parents? Where's your parents?"
Damn.
Didn't look familiar to me at all. I don't think Dylan said he looked familiar to him too.
Nah, I had no idea. I didn't really get a good look.
Probably from
Yeah.
Trenton. Probably.
It was just some older white dude.
Yeah, some white dude with some mustache. He's probably still out there. If you're out there right now, pull up again. Pull up again, I dare you.
Please take me.
Nothing will change.
I thought I'd beat the shit out of you.
Only come if you have candy to give me.
True. Oh, but like good candy, not like Tootsie Rolls.
Like, I promise I'll get in this time.
What I wanted to talk about, this it probably isn't true at all, but I said it for like a second or something. But in the NBA right now, there's the finals. If you don't know, it's the Nuggets versus Miami. Fuck Miami. I hope Miami dies.
Yeah, seriously.
And if you root for Miami, you're a bum. Turn off the fucking TV, phone, laptop, whatever you're watching this on right now, and just burn all your jerseys. But the Nuggets have this player called Aaron Gordon. I don't know if you know what he looks like, but he just looks like a light-skinned, really big guy.
Kind of looks like a caveman and like modern humans
Yeah, exactly.
combined.
Exactly.
He's an interesting looking dude.
Yeah. So there's this other guy on the New York Yankees called Aaron Judge. Yeah, show Jason and all of us. I'll pop it up on the screen maybe. But yeah, so that's Aaron Gordon, and then there's Aaron Judge. Search up Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is like the star in MLB right now. I mean, the star. And I mean, look, even when you search it up, the first thing you search up when you search up Aaron Judge is Aaron Judge and Aaron Gordon. They look so similar, same height, same build. I mean, they're killers. The crazy thing is that they're both adopted. So everybody's saying it's all going around everywhere now. Like, are they brothers? Are they long lost brothers? What do you think?
Could be. When's their birthdays? Do they have the same birthday?
He's 27. Aaron Gordon is 27. Aaron Judge is 31. So Aaron Judge would be an older one. But they both kind of came out of the same town. I think it was saying. Search up. Sacramento, California for Aaron Judge, and Aaron Gordon was born in San Jose, California. Same state.
Could be, man. Could be.
Nah, they're probably not. They just look similar.
What was Judge's?
Sacramento. It's probably my little brother.
Where's that coming from?
It's gotta be my little brother out there. It's gotta be.
Little Rocky.
That's where it's coming
Who's
from.
he training to fight?
I don't know. My little brother right now is listening
Probably
to
you.
Rocky. Probably. You got it. My little brother's listening to Rocky music outside right now. I mean, if he's training for me, he's got a hard fight. He's got a hard fight. What was I gonna say? So how do you feel about this month?
June?
Yeah. We talked about this on the first.
like
We talked
the
about this on the first
summertime.
episode, but I'd like to hear how you feel about this month in particular.
Yeah.
I love the summertime.
What is this month?
Well,
No, right off the top of your head, what is this month?
it's Pride Month.
Are you proud?
No. Stop right there. Blanch, what is this month?
Men's Mental Health Month.
It is Men's Mental Health Month. Guys, did you know that, Jay?
I did know that.
Well, why wasn't that the first thing you guys said?
Because nobody cares about Men's Mental Health Month.
That is true. And actually, people should these days, especially these days. I mean, you know personally, Cook. I mean, you went through a little episode this year.
Yeah, so I'll share a bit of it. So last February of this year, I was in my college apartment with Dylan and Will and Christian, and I just started feeling really weird, like a sudden urge of like fear, and then started having some chest pains, which is nothing new. I get random pains, anywhere, ankle, arm, chest. But this time it felt different, and I was like, I just really don't feel good. So I went to go lay down, and I started feeling worse. And, to cut through all the fat and give you the Spark Notes version, I had an anxiety or panic attack.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, this is crazy. So I went to the hospital because, and there was an anxiety or panic attack. So I'm sitting here thinking, oh boy, like there's probably something really wrong with me. Like I'm going to have like a heart attack or something. So went to the hospital and they send me through, and I'm in this waiting room with all these people that have all these fucked up problems. There's like this lady bleeding out of her like ear, and there's this other guy who's just moaning in the corner in pain. I'm like, oh man, this is really scary. But yeah, they did the EKG and all that, or EKG, and turns out everything was okay. But so I had this panic attack, which I never had before, and then the school was concerned for me, and then I was concerned because I'm like, well, why am I having this all of a sudden? You know, I lived pretty worry-free my whole life. I never was anxious or depressed or any of that. So that led me to a new understanding of like people with all these mental health issues, because it's like I hear about it, but I've never had it. I've been relatively fortunate to be surrounded by a lot of people that care about me and a good support system. But yeah, it gave me a different outlook on it, because it's like stuff piles up on you, and a lot of it you can't control, like school or your work schedule or family members getting ill, passing away, stuff like that. So it definitely gave me a different look at people that talk about these mental problems, because it's like, you know, you're almost not ashamed. I wouldn't say ashamed, but almost like you don't want to bother people with your problems, because we all have problems, big or small. But yeah, it just changed my outlook on it, and happy to say I'm a lot better than I was.
Yeah, I remember at the time it was fucking scary, honestly, because you never see Cook like that, like, or like any of us really ever get like that. You know, it's more of like, if I'm being honest, more a girl thing. You know, it's more of a girl thing to act like stuff like that. It really is. Like, a girl's like, oh, I have such bad anxiety, blah, 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 blah. You never really hear a man say that, or any of us say that. Like, yo, I got bad anxiety right now. I'm freaking out. Like, I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. And I remember when it was happening, he came out of his room, and he was like to our one roommate, Will, he's like, I feel I'm about to pass out. And we thought he was joking. And then he's like, no, I'm not joking. And he sat down, and like, you know, as like one of his like best friends, you know, you're freaking out too, but like you gotta stay calm, because it's like if you freak out, it's like everybody freaks out, and it's like at the point where he's like, I need 911. It's like all right. It's like Will's like what do you mean? And I'm already dialing like, oh, 911. It's like I'm not. I know Cooks doesn't play around with that, like with that stuff. Like he wouldn't joke around. It's like I'm not gonna joke around with that stuff either. It's like if one of my best friends says like, yo, they need 911, it's like I'm gonna get you 911 in 2 seconds. It's not like, oh, why? It's gonna be like, all right. It's gonna be like, let's see how fast I can come. And like, I mean, it's scary, and it's like you never like prepare for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You never prepare for like 911 to come or something like that. But it's like you just gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy when it was happening. But
yeah, for sure. I can't even express the feeling I was going through. Like, I remember the whole thing. It's not like I ever did pass out. I just felt like clammy, and my just like the whole world was spinning. It was really just a strange feeling, really scared. And it's like, I know I've never been in a hospital for anything for myself. I've been in it for other people, but never for myself.
I've had like a panic attack before too, and it's like it's kind of weird because it feels so like physical, like there's something wrong with me, you know, like you really do feel like I'm about to have a heart attack or something, you know. And it's just like I remember like when I had him for like a week straight, and I was going to the doctors, and they're like, yeah, nothing's wrong. They were checking out like the physical stuff, you know, but then like I didn't even think like, oh, maybe it's a mental thing. Like maybe I'm just like stressing out about something. I just thought it had to be something like physical, you know, like that they could test for, you know.
You remember the medicine they put you on?
Yeah, so that's the other thing that really scared me, is that I don't like taking medicine. Like I don't even like taking like headache, like what's it called?
Like Advil?
Advil. Like I don't even like taking Advil, because it's like I know it's not good for you, but it does help you, make you feel good. And I know drugs and addiction is a huge problem, and I really didn't want to become a zombie and become a shell of who I am, because, you know, that's what I assumed. It's like, okay, you're a sad guy, you're depressed or whatever your problem is. Here's a bunch of drugs to mask your problem and then not really fix it. Now you're a zombie and you're dependent on these pills, and you're never going to be yourself without them. So they gave me, when I was in the hospital, they gave me 50 milligrams of hydro something. So for anxiety attacks, and I think it's also for like rash medication too, something like itching that I looked up or something like that. But man, it worked, man. Within 5 minutes, I went from like thinking I was gonna die to having a huge smile in this like this ER room with all these weird people. I'm like, wow, it's a hell of a drug,
dude. And your lady started looking good to you, huh?
Yeah, no, those old nurses, they had it going on,
dude.
But it was, yeah. And then my actual doctor, not the hospital doctors, but he prescribed me the same thing. He's like, it's not addictive. Take it when you need it. So I got that, and then I had a couple more accidents or incidents with the anxiety attacks and all that. Not as bad as that night when I had to go to the hospital, because once I knew what it was, because like Jason said, I thought it was like a physical thing. It's like my arm was numb, like I felt like I was touching somebody else, and I have these pains, but yeah, no, the medicine they put you on for that is insane.
It's crazy.
Very strong.
It really is crazy. And I feel like that all goes together with like the men's mental health thing. Cause I feel like most of the time it's kind of like the idea is just like thug it out.
Yeah, it really
especially
is.
when it's like mental stuff. I feel like if a girl or whatever's going through something like that, I feel like it's a little bit different. But I mean, that could just be me. But me personally, like if I have like a problem like that, I'm just like whatever, like sleep it off, like I'll be all right.
I mean, the thing is like right after that, it was like, all right, what's the next step? All right, let's send this guy to therapy. It's like, but that's not everybody's answer.
I have a lot to say about that. Now, I'm not. I don't want to downplay therapy because I know it works for a lot of people. Am I chiefing the conversation?
No. We like that you were about to get heated on this one subject.
No, I'm not heated, but so.
Am I chiefing?
Am I chiefing right now? So the school, like I said before, they were concerned about me, and they were calling my phone, like, "Oh, we heard you had a problem." Then I gave them my sob story. Oh, blah blah blah, hospital, panic attack. Like, oh, why don't you talk to one of the therapists? So I'm like, all right, I'll try to be proactive about this problem, figure out why. I was 22 at the time. Why am I having this all of a sudden? I've never used to have these before. I don't know anybody in my family that had them. So I do a couple Zoom calls with some of these people. I get passed around, and I go into the student therapy building. I forget what it's called. And I meet with this lady, and she was nice. I don't want to, harp on her character at all, but during all those interviews and these people talking to me and asking me questions, it's almost like they're like asking like gotcha questions. It's like, oh, well, do you ever think of harming yourself or harming classmates, or do you have any firearms, and how close are they to you, and do you ever think of using them for bad intentions? And it's like, no, like, why don't you just hear what I have to say? Like, I told a bunch of you people what's wrong. It's, at the time, there's a death in the family, and work, just scheduling like work, a personal life, school.
I think it was called the Rowan University Student Health Center.
Yeah, the health center. And I totally blanked. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah. So it rubbed me the wrong way, and I didn't find their help very helpful. And it's necessarily not my thing. I mean, just me as a person, I don't like to share your deep thoughts or your true feelings. I don't like to do it often, and if I do, I have to really know you for years and trust you. I'm just guarded. That's just how I am. And I always thought it was a strange concept. It's like, I'm going to pay this random person I've never met to talk to me about how I feel. And it's like, I just assume they're getting paid to care. They don't really care.
Yeah.
And they don't know who I am or my story.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not anti. I
want to say anti, because isn't your girlfriend trying to be in that?
Yeah, she is. Trauma therapy.
It's like Romeo and Juliet story.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to diss that profession or anyone that likes that or is into it. I'm just saying personally, from my experience, not my thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's just like a really like hard subject. Not to just jump out of nowhere, but when we were in the hospital, because I went right after he got taken, I went to the hospital, and it was like what? We were there till like what?
Yeah, it was.
How late were we there till?
I think I
got some funny ass story of me waiting in the waiting room.
I think the cop or 911 was called around 12, and then we didn't get out of the hospital until sometime after 3 in the morning, I'd say.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, so we were there from
Long
like 12 a.m. to 3 in the morning. And we were staying there. We were like the only people in there. There's me, Will, and there was this one dude. One black dude. And he's there. And I noticed he doesn't need to be there. He doesn't need to be there. He comes over. And I mean, there is 100 seats in this place. And it's only me and Will, the people at the front desk, and this black dude. And he's like, he comes over, and I'm like, all right, there's 1,000 other seats you could have taken, but all right, sit next to me. And he's like, what you here for? I'm waiting on a friend. How about you? He's like, nothing. I'm like, oh.
I'm just trifling.
No, he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm just hanging out. Like, pretty much, he didn't say that, but he said it, and I'm like, all right. And then he starts showing me his rap music and everything, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, does he think like I'm about to like produce him or something? And then he tries to talk to our roommate Will. Will is ignoring the shit out of him, and I'm stupid enough to just keep on talking to him. I mean, I'm bored, so I'm talking to him. And then he takes off his shirt, and he just has a white beater on, and he has big muscles. And he's just cranking out 50 push-ups. Cranking out 50 push-ups in this waiting room. He's just cranking them out. He'll stop, get up, and then he'll be like, listen to this song. Then he'll get on the ground, start cranking them out again. And then he walked over to get a good coffee. And then finally a nurse at the front desk and like a security was like, I forget his name. Let's say Tyler. Tyler, you got to leave, man. And it's like, bro, you know him by his first name?
I was just about to say, they
He's
know
a
him.
frequent flyer.
And he's like, oh, I'm waiting for the bus. He's like, Tyler, he's like, you done this last night? He's like, I'm like, done this last night? What is he doing? And he's like, you can wait by the bus at the bench at the bus stop. He's like, the bus don't come for another 10 minutes. He's like, the bus came 5 minutes ago when you could have been there. He's like, yeah, it wasn't the right stop. He's like, it's all the right stop. Comes back over, and he's like, they're trying to kick me out. I'm like, it's a hospital. What do you mean? I'm like, we're in the waiting room. What do you mean kick you out? And then he cranks out 50 more push-ups and then leaves.
That's crazy.
And then he comes back a half an hour later, and then your parents come in, and then
I think he was still there when I finally got out.
Yeah, because
he
I
was
remember,
like tweaking in the corner.
dude, this guy was something else.
Funny.
It was funny. But so do you guys see the Bud Light commercials, right? Of like the gay dude.
Dylan Mulvaney.
Mulvaney.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Well, did you see? Search this up and tell me if this is true of what I'm about to say. I don't know if this is true. This is what I heard from a lot of people, but there's a transgender guy now. It is either for birth control or tampons that he's doing commercials for.
Interesting.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
What is it for?
I
Is
didn't
it
hear
birth
about
control
that.
or tampons?
I'm pretty sure it's tampons. I don't know. This world gets fucking
Interesting.
crazier every day. It's hard to keep track of the crazy shit that goes on.
It just like it doesn't. I don't know if it like. I don't know if it's true, but if it is, I think it's What does it say, Blanch? Let's read the headliner.
Did Tampax hire trans star Dylan Mulvaney to promote products? The TikTok star has said Tampax sent them tampons in April 2022 to give to women who needed them.
Who's that guy? Oil Landon? What's that guy's
Oh,
name?
Oil London. Oh no, Ollie.
Ollie London on Twitter posted the face of Tampax. So Tampons sent Dylan Mulvaney or whatever a supply of tampons, pads, and all that. But I mean, he doesn't what? What is it called? Menstruate?
Yeah, a menstrual cycle.
You right?
Menstruate?
Yeah, it sounds good to me, boss.
Sure thing.
Yeah, whatever. He doesn't have a period. Let's just say she doesn't have a period. Let's just say that. She can't.
It's impossible.
So why are people wasting tampons? I mean, I don't really give a fuck. I don't use them. We're not running out of them. But I'm just wondering, why are we promoting it through them?
I don't know, man. That's just the cool thing to do now. It's like,
I think it's just like just to speak noise.
Budweiser and Bud Light are the same company, right?
I don't know. I don't think so because I don't know. They could be, and if they are, they're smart because Bud Light did that stupid commercial.
Yeah.
Not stupid. Bud Light did that commercial.
Gotta get canceled, man.
Oh no.
Nah, Bud Light did that commercial that got them canceled.
Yeah.
But now Budweiser, if you check, you start seeing a bunch of Budweiser commercials all about trucks
Harley
and
Davidson.
Harley
Yeah,
Davidson
I saw
and
that.
all
I saw
this.
that.
So if they are the same company, check that out real quick. If they are the same company, then they're doing something smart because maybe their Budweiser sales were down, or maybe Miller was beating Bud Light, or maybe Coors Light was beating Bud Light, and they're like, you know what, Bud Light's in the trash. Let's just trash it. So then maybe we can get a boost somehow by using Dylan, whatever his name is, and if it tanks, it tanks. And then if it tanks, we just use Budweiser, which is really down right now, and let's equal it out to Coors Light, Miller Light, and Bud Light by just boosting out commercials that are trucks, tractors, Harley Davidson,
Being strong,
being manly. And like honestly, they're doing it because I haven't touched. I work at a liquor store. I don't even touch the Bud Light cans.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody buying that shit.
Ain't nobody buying it. Go ahead. What are you saying? What is it?
Oh yeah, it's Anheuser-Busch.
So
they're together.
same company.
Yeah.
That's the parent company, I believe.
So then
Anheuser-Busch.
I do think that they're doing it correctly.
Any publicity is good publicity,
That-
whether it's good or bad.
That's a good one.
Gets your name out there.
Oh, let me get okay.
Speaking of that, I'm kidding.
No. Let me. I'm gonna ask you guys a question,
Okay.
and then I want you guys to answer it. So, who is since we're talking about like owners or whatever, they're established a company, who owns Frosted Flakes?
I think it's Kellogg's.
Yep. Okay. And do you know that I'm pretty sure all cereals are owned by Kellogg's?
I know they like monopolized the cereal game.
I saw a video like that. I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So that means like Cheerios is owned by Kellogg's, Rice Krispie owned by Kellogg's, Captain Crunch owned by
Kellogg's.
Kellogg's, I guess.
owned by
Captain Crunch.
The captain himself.
No. Captain Crunch is the only one not owned by Kellogg's. It is owned by PepsiCo.
Interesting.
Huh.
Would not have guessed that.
I wasn't familiar with Pepsi's game like that.
So Pepsi is the only one that I know. I don't know if it's a fact, but I know for a fact that they own Captain Crunch. So with that being said, that they have one of, if not the best cereal game. I think Captain Crunch is one of the best.
It is a good cereal.
It's valid.
It's up there.
I just found that out the other
God
day.
damn, dude, they're all over
they
the
really
place.
own
Yeah, right. Kellogg's.
tons of stuff.
So the search up who owns Captain Crunch just to make sure like I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong, but it just to make sure, so I'm not stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy though because you could really go to the cereal aisle and pick something out.
PepsiCo,
The money's
yeah.
all going to
Yeah.
the same dude.
Yeah, that's true.
No matter what you pick.
It's all going to the same dude, but
Yeah, right.
Captain Crunch is owned by PepsiCo. How'd they get it? I couldn't tell you.
I mean, that's a pretty good deal, honestly.
I just think that like they're all a little scandalous in some types of ways. All right, yo, sorry about that. Don't know where the hell we were, but we had some stuff we had to fix. I mean, it's only our second episode, so obviously we're gonna have some tinks and whatever. But whatever. What are you gonna do about it? How was college for you, like in general?
I think I was expecting to have fun. I had a lot more fun than I was expecting to have. It was just really cool to be out of the house and make. Is everything okay?
I don't hear him in
Hello?
my ears.
I do.
I don't know.
I
Go
think
on.
I hear myself, right?
I don't know. I feel like I'm not hearing
Hello?
There you go.
There you go. You good.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, anyways, as I was saying, I had a lot of fun first 2 semesters or a year of college.
Talk.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
But yeah, it was cool to get away from home and to
Fuck, man, you're confusing as hell. He's like, you can't multitask while we're doing this.
no, it's kind of freaking me out.
All right, he's just trying to I'm trying to ask him a question, and we're trying to just fix all the sounds and everything, but everything should be good. But
Okay. Being away from home, it was different. Meeting new friends, it was cool. Classes were interesting. Some of them were hard.
what was probably your favorite memory? Because we threw a lot of parties,
I'd probably say the parties that we had.
but a memory about it, not just in general.
I think it was cool when we had Sophia's surprise party, getting everybody there and keeping it low key and pulling that off.
Yeah, that was fun. I liked when Taco camped the cookies.
Taco did camp the cookies. And then Nick also camped the cookies once he caught wind of
Yeah.
all the cookie platter in the corner.
You coulda came.
Coulda. Damn, right? Crazy.
That is crazy.
What would you say your favorite part was?
My favorite part was probably I liked there was this one night near Halloween. We were all dressed up and we were all walking home back to our place, and this is how like one of my really good friends now, this is how we met. We're walking home, me, Cook, Will's friend from 2 of his friends from home, and we're walking back to my place, and there's these 4 girls in front of us, and when you're walking in Rowan, like around Rowan and like the boulevard and everything, like you're all students, whatever, you're just trying to get back home after a party or something. It is Halloween time, we're all wearing costumes, and this one girl trips in front of a cop car, and the cop like pulls up and is like, yo, get home, like what the fuck are you doing, blah blah blah. I'm getting home. I'm getting home. I'm getting home. Like drunk bitch. And whatever, we're just walking in there, and then one girl turns around, she's like, where are you guys going? We're like, oh, back home. And then one girl was like, don't talk to them, we're following us. And it's like, bitch, it's a one way. We're on a sidewalk. Like, it's either go that way or go that way. And it's like, I just came from that way, so I'm going that way. Like, bitch, you know I'm going home. No one wants to follow you. So I said something, and we all started going back and forth, and then they go on the opposite sidewalk. We stay on this side, and we keep on walking. And it's back and forth. And then they called Will's friend a fat piece of shit or something like that. And I start screaming. I'm like, shut up. I'm like, I feel bad for your shoes. I mean, your shoes are squealing.
They're screaming for help.
They're screaming for help. And the one girl that almost got hit by a cop car starts running across the street and almost gets hit by another car. And I'm like, get back on your side of the road. Like, you almost got hit by a car, blah, blah, blah. And then out of nowhere, these grown-ass men. Not safe over here. These grown-ass men, I mean, like 26, 27, like 3 of them run past us, and they're like, and then they run across the street to the girls, and then the girls were like, tell them to suck our dick, and the guys were like, suck our dicks. And I'm like, oh my god, bro, like you're like 26, 27, and whatever other age, and you're talking to these like fucking 20-year-old girls, like you guys are fucking creeps. And I don't even think they were drunk. And so I cross the street. At this point, Cook and Will do not want me to cross the street, but like, there's our home. They're blocking our apartment, and I'm like, I'm going home. Like, no way I'm gonna be scared of a woman and a couple grown-ass, weird, creepy-ass men. So I go over there, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you guys saying? And they're like, oh, we're just saying that, like, it was funny, blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of here. They left, and then one girl took my headband, ripped it off my head, and threw it, and I'm like, I don't put my hands on a fucking woman. But I turn around, Cook and Will keep on walking, that's fine. But Will's friend, the one that got called a fat piece of shit, comes over and he's like, yeah, you're a fat piece of shit. You're a fat piece of shit. And then we go inside, and I'm like, stop fucking following me, you fucking weirdos, you weirdos. And then I swear to God, I don't know if I was just daydreaming, but I swear to God, the king spits on one of the girls. The Will's friend like spits at one of the girls because they keep on trying to get in our apartment, but it's not their apartment. And he like spits, and like we slam the door or whatever, and they keep on trying to get in, and we get to a part where like you need a key card to get in, and they're just banging on the door. And then I go up, and we go to our neighbors, and one of the girls takes a picture of me and posts it, and some girl slides up and is like, don't tell me you know him. And it's like, and right there and then, boom, one of the girls there, not the one that took off my headband, But one of the girls in that situation is now one of my really good friends. Caitlin, I love you.
That's how it goes, man.
Yeah, you gotta hate him before you love him.
We've all been there.
We have all been there. Fuck you, Jason.
Thanks.
What is we were just talking about this last time, but what is like what do you want to do with your life?
Like end goal.
Like sure, end goal, your dream, whatever. What do you actually want to do?
I think from this moment forward, get through school, get a teaching job somewhere, probably in New Jersey. Eventually find a house somewhere or somewhere to live for the foreseeable future. I mean, I guess kind of your stereotypical, like, you know, life, marry
That's your dream?
Colette, and then, yeah, that's my dream. I think that I would be happy with that.
But that's settling. Not the marrying with Colette. Like where you're like, oh, I think I'll be happy with that. Like, what's your dream?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, and coaching.
What?
Probably throwing for track or football.
See, that's cool. No teaching.
You want
I
to be the
mean-
same thing.
No, I want to be. It's not my dream. There's a difference from, like, I want to, like, that's my dream. Like, your dream, like, could have been, like, oh, being in the Olympics for, like, throwing or, like, being an NFL quarterback or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, what is your dream? Not, like, what are you doing?
Like dream, like probably being in the MLB.
There you go.
Yeah,
For what?
DH. Doesn't it hit or a hit?
There,
I hit
you
I
go.
hit
Hit
nuke.
nukes. Hit nukes. All right, yeah, see? All right, yeah, that's a good dream. What about you?
I don't really know.
I'm
man.
living my dream.
This is it right here.
I'm at the truck wash and I'm living my dream.
Nah, I don't know. I'm just trying to get my degree. Get
Stop.
another job.
Okay, stop. Stop with that. That's
My
not
dream,
a dream.
but like I don't know. My dream is kind of connected to it. You know what I mean? I want to save up my money. I want to get like some
yeah. What do you want to
properties-
get? What do you want to get?
Properties and stuff like real estate. I feel like that would be a fun thing to get into. Maybe like renovating like houses or whatever, doing that whole thing. You know, so I could like retire early,
That'd be lit.
live my life. You know,
There you go.
go
See,
places, see
You
things.
didn't even say anything about school right there.
I mean, I guess not. Well, but that's like it's on the way.
Yeah, but
you
that's
know?
not your dream school.
Yeah, no, school's definitely not my dream. Definitely not. More like a nightmare. RCBC full of freaks.
Oh,
Bro, that
God.
place,
It's a
RCBC, you
freak show.
bro, the RCBC kids are not what they are. You know, you look at one of them, it's like that is not what I thought. You know,
I like one of my dreams is to like own my grandparents' shore house. Like I'm not saying like how I'm gonna get there.
I see
I'm
what
just
you're
saying like my dream.
yeah,
You know
I see
what I
what
mean?
you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Like my dream is like this, making a living out of it, not like being a PE teacher. That's some people's dreams. That's just
Yeah, I
like that's
feel
just
you.
something I'm
Fuck
working.
people that want to do that.
Facts.
honestly.
Fuck them.
Facts. Sorry, Cook. Didn't mean to be like that for you.
It's okay.
It's all right. If you ain't got a dream, you ain't got a dream.
To each their own. It's
Yeah.
better than sitting on the couch smoking fat doobies and then doing the same
Facts.
thing.
Stay away
Same
from
time
the
next
doobies.
week.
Yeah, facts. Having a kid.
There's nothing better than being jobless, having no morals,
Living another day.
just to get through another day. Like going to bed early just so you don't have to like buy dinner.
Oh my god.
There's nothing. That's the fucking life. Fuck being a DH. I don't want to do that. I want to smoke weed, get through the day somehow, and then figure out a way to fiend for the next day.
You
Jesus.
forgot. Get
That-
as many baby mamas as possible.
Don't settle. Don't find
Don't
a good
settle.
woman with morals and a
No.
good family.
Wah.
Don't do that.
What about the women that have kids?
If it's by choice and you have a good relationship, that's great. But if you're just, hey, you got a pulse,
Hoorah!
hoorah!
Are we talking about someone? I am so lost.
No,
I don't
I'm
know.
not-
I-
saying in general.
I'm talking in general. I'm
just
talking
saying
in general. I don't sneak this.
I'm waiting for Dylan to come out of nowhere like
DH.
it's you.
He's a DH. He's a
I'm
designated hitter, bro. If he has someone he's gonna put a hit out, he's doing it.
Damn.
Smoking doobies.
Designated hitter.
Bro, that's how I felt. That's how I felt like the last month of college. Like not the smoking doobies part, but like going to bed early. So I wouldn't
definitely.
eat.
Oh my god.
It's like
The last month of college, I'm there dead broke, like legit.
I'm looking
like,
through like Domino's coupons. I'm like, all right, well, if I just buy this pizza, it can last me 3 days.
Yeah.
If I like strip for money this day,
Bro,
maybe I could afford another pizza.
I legit like the neighbors called me one night and they're like, Dylan, like let's go to the student center, like, but it's like fucking almost 12 a.m. and I'm like, I'm not going to the student center. Why the fuck would I go to the student center? They're like, they have juice and cupcakes. And I'm like, all right, I'm there. I'm like I haven't eaten anything since I had rice cakes and peanut butter this morning, so I'll go get a juice and a cupcake. So I'm running there, but it was bad. It was getting bad.
Damn, son. Yeah, there's
Whatever.
a food pantry at RCBC. I kind of wanted to go.
Never fucking been there, dude.
You
Not
know,
a
you
day
know,
in
but
my
like I've
fucking
seen
life.
it though, and it looks like they serve pretty good food. The sign's pretty big.
Dude, they were having free vegetables and shit at our place. At
That's
Rowan.
actually nice.
Oh yeah,
we
the fresh
always
produce.
we always wanted to go, but never went.
Now that's nice though. Vegetables are expensive, man.
Nah, it was fresh produce. I learned from nutrition that they were doing it, and then Cook came home one day and they were like, "They're doing it," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I didn't know you would want to
Just
go."
as long as there's not a lot of sodium, that's all that matters.
True, no sodium. If you're having a lot of sodium in your diet, you are gonna die, and if you do, email me.
I'll set it up.
Serious inquiries only.
Oh my god. Fucking another thing in my dream is like I wanna like, you know how like everybody's doing like influencer boxing and everything. Like I wanna do an MMA fight.
That'd be cool.
Like I just wanna beat the shit out of like someone.
Who do you want to fight?
I think I do like
Anybody. It
You
doesn't have to
want
be somebody you know.
VH?
It could be like a.
Oh yeah. I want VH. I want motherfucking Vinny Hacker. I want him. I want that
VH.
dude that beat up Deji in
He,
the
Oh,
the
that guy.
TikToker.
I want to.
Yeah.
I want to beat the shit out of him. This is
Alright.
like he's in 100 Thieves and everything, but like just looking at him, like just watching him like speak and talk, it's like you can like I watched him in that reality show. He just like has weird ass anger issues. He has weird ass like things. He's like no one was friends with me growing up. It's like pussy. No one's friends with anybody growing up. It's like what? And then he's like, I don't have 1 million views on my dance. It's like shut up, bitch. Like, shut up. So I'll do him MMA, not boxing. Boxing's like, I could probably take him easily, but it's like, it's just not. I just want to feel my fingers around, like, someone's fucking eyeballs.
Just want to give him my fingers.
You want to fucking finger
Get over
him.
here.
You want to fucking finger him. Nah, but I think I could do it. I mean, with the wrestling background and all that, I think I could do it. How much does you weigh?
MMA's cool.
How much does you weigh?
He probably weighs a decent amount.
You think he weighs more than me?
He might.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know who.
Show Cook a picture. But yeah, I've been wanting to fight him since
71
beat up-
kilograms.
he beat
How
up
much is
Deji.
that? Pounds.
7 kilograms.
Is that him?
Nah, search up Vinny Hacker and then press images. It's not that hard, man.
Well, no, I was looking at for the body weight and shit.
Jesus
I don't know.
Christ.
Actually, he looks.
There's him.
This was
In a way, he's that heavy. I'd probably say he's maybe.
Well, how much is 71 kilograms in weight?
I say he's probably like 170, maybe
How much is 71 kilograms in weight?
180.
156.
Yeah, he doesn't look too heavy. He looks a little skinny,
156.
to be honest. I think you could take him.
I think I could take him easily.
I got fucking 100 pounds on him.
I mean,
I don't know. I feel like it's just like a good way. Like they used to do that just to like blow up. They would be like, "Oh, I'll join the boxing thing just to blow up." It's
all
like
the time.
it's like bitch. Like
And because
let's-
you were getting paid. Like, even if you were a low
Yeah.
thing, you were making money.
Oh yeah, you were. It's like here's the thing. It's like you got to start something fresh because boxing is getting old. Let's do MMA.
Nobody really does MMA. Honestly.
Let's do an MMA like influencer thing. Like I know I'm not an influencer, but if I ever get up there, I mean that's the first thing I'm gonna pitch to someone. Is like,
Yeah.
fuck boxing. Let's do MMA.
MMA
Do you
is
have-
cool.
They'll be like, do you have any background? I'll be like, no. And they'll be like, says here you wrestled most of your life. No, I didn't wrestle at all. I didn't do nothing.
Trick him.
I'll be like, I was at the chess club.
I was homeschooled.
Oh yeah, you were homeschooled. That sucks.
I was saying you were homeschooled.
No,
Yeah,
I knew,
was
I knew,
homeschooled.
I knew what you were saying. And I just wanted to say it.
I made it out the trenches.
There you go.
No disrespect to the homeschool kids, but most of y'all are kind of weird. But I was right there with you, so no disrespect.
True. What else about the fighting? It's like there's a lot of like FaZe people that fight right now, but I hear like FaZe is like going down or something like that.
They're not making no money. That's the deal.
Well, it's because they wanted to open to the public and shit like that, and then like they stopped doing
Yeah.
it with like Just Brothers. They want to do it with like everybody.
Now that's the thing, because they started bringing in random people who weren't even like into the games or nothing, just to have somebody there.
Well, yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen to 100 Thieves soon, because that's what they started doing too.
Yep.
They started bringing a bunch of people in that aren't into the games or whatever. They just want to make it like an influencer platform.
Yep.
If you say that FaZe Clan and 100 Thieves aren't the same thing as Team 10, you're wrong. It's the same exact thing, except 100 Thieves and FaZe Clan just has a gaming pro team. Team 10 is this talent with Jake Paul and all those kids that were back in the day.
Yeah.
They're just talent, and that's what Jake Paul was doing. But he was doing it seriously, like, hey, this is this talent, blah 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 blah. We're not trying to put up front anything. FaZe Clan and 100 Thieves are trying to put up fronts of saying like, nah, this is cool. We're like all different. We're all about gaming, blah 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 blah. It's like, no, you're just hiring talent. If I got something, or if I got a fan base, you're gonna want to give me a contract right now, and I bet you it. And you're gonna try to make me sign my soul away. Which for 100 Thieves, I'll probably sign my soul away for 100 Thieves. FaZe Clan, no, because they're going in the fucking garbage. I mean,
it's just the whole esports thing doesn't make any money. Nobody's like paying to go see like esports. It doesn't make enough money for it to be worth it.
Colton is.
Huh?
Colton's into the esports.
No,
thing.
I think esports makes money. It's this like their talent now is making no money. FaZe Clan makes a lot of money.
No, they make a lot of money. I feel like though
Their talent makes no money. Right, Blanch, or am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, in the video FaZe Rain, he broke down everything in his video. And, like, there were some things they would profit on, but there was a shit ton of stuff. Like, they got a pro team for PUBG Mobile.
What the fuck? Who?
Like, why do you have that?
It,
Who's watching that?
who even tried out for that?
You ever seen that dude on TikTok? He's like, who's buying this? And he's got like the randomest shit. It's like, who's watching this?
Who's buying this? Nah, but seriously, who the fuck is gonna watch that? Who's gonna coach it? The fuck is that shit? They
How
just
do you
make it-
coach it? You can't even see the screen with your fucking thumbs in the way.
We gotta get someone with very anorexic thumbs so we can see their screen. Yeah, it's just fucking weird. It doesn't make any sense. Let's talk about real quick the video things. Keep chilling. The videos that we got going on, real quick.
Okay.
We have a June 17th. We are starting to record a video that is a 1v5, 1v6 dating video, blind dating, kind of like Sidemen, kind of like all these other guys that are kind of doing it. And I talked about it a little bit in the past, but it has one of our good friends from college and everything, and then a lot of guys that we have. The thing is like, I'm not gonna say the names just because the girl needs to be surprised or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna blow up. But also, what we have in store is we have this other video that we really need to get done that I want so badly for Nick Porcelli. We have one of our
needs it.
bro. We have one of our friends that this does not talk to women. I can't tell you the last time I ever saw him talk to a woman in person or over the phone or texted them or whatever. And I have an idea where I want him to go on a blind date in a tux in a nice dress shirt with a bunch of beautiful women, candlelit dinner, and then like he just reads off cue cards and asks them questions, and he just has a good time for like maybe a minute, 30 seconds each time, and then boom, this eliminates him one by one, and then by the end he finds his dream girl. You know, I think it's a good option for him. I think he'll fall in love.
Somebody out there for everybody.
That is true. That is true. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be a great video.
I think it is, but the thing is, it's like what we're doing now is like I'm not going in the front of the camera or anything. I think the only time I'll be in front of the camera is for like the podcast and everything. So it's like I need a lot of like people that would do it, and I have a lot of guys that want to do it and everything, and a lot of great friends. But it's like just the girls. It's just like y'all think y'all are better. you know. But there's a lot of girls that are really cool and really down to earth and like aren't afraid to go out there and like do something. And it's like, to those girls, I will be clipping this right now and I will be sending it individually to all of you people, just saying like, yo, if you have time, if you would consider maybe being on one of the videos and being like a guest or whatever the fuck,
contestant,
something like that. I mean, I'd really appreciate it, and we'll send it to you. And then if you like it, if you like the idea, say yes. If you don't, say no thanks. Not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty much it. You got anything else you want to put in?
No.
Anything else?
I think we're good.
No, I'm okay.
How are you?
No, I'm all good.
All right, well, Cook, I appreciate you coming.
Yeah, thanks you for having me.
Fucking fuckers. All right, this has been the Daydreamers. This is episode 2. Again, I don't know when the videos are gonna come out, but I know they're gonna come out. They're gonna be bangers. Take a screenshot if you're still watching it right now. Take a screenshot of that and
check this out
and post it. Tag us on Instagram at It's the Daydreamers. You already know. And you know, I love you all. Keep on dreaming. It's been Dylan, and I'll see y'all later.
Peace.
See ya.
Bye.